next speaker is our very experienced speaker, Angel, and she replied my question by sharing her first self-guided trip to Snow World, and she felt that this trip makes her feel much braver, and which she will discuss more in her speech. And her speech title is
It's nothing. It's a drawing.
oh yeah, Honeymoon in Wonderland. Let's welcome Angel.
No matter you are aware of it or not, there is a must-visit place in your mind. It might come from different kind of resources, like a picture shared by your friend, a picture browsing the website, or a scene from a book. Somehow, you are deeply attracted by that image, and then you make up your mind, I want to visit it one day. But somehow, it's too difficult for you to achieve at that time, so you bear in mind and gradually forget about that. Until one day, it was triggered, and then it became your next destiny. So have you find out your must-visit place in your mind? If not yet, listen to my story first. When I was in elementary school, in a geography class, teacher was introducing the topography of North Europe. And she indicated a very unique landform that we can never see in Taiwan. That is glacier. Glacier. I looked into the pictures and thought, whoa, what's that? An enormous piece of ice built between the valley. Also, it looked like a static river that has been frozen by some magic power. Probably it's God. It's so beautiful. I want to see it one day. But at that time, I know Iceland and glacier is only in the Arctic Circle, and which is far away from Taiwan. And I know it will never be one of the destinations of my family trip, because it's really far, expensive, and takes at least 2 to 3 weeks to complete a journey. So I know, as an elementary school student, it's a dream only. Beautiful picture, okay, stored in the computer, forget about that. So I gradually forgot about this thing. Not until last year, when we were discussing our destination of honeymoon, we checked the calendar, national calendar of January and February, and surprisingly found, if I took 9 days off like this, it can become how many days? 20 days. 20-day trip. Whoa, how lucky we are. So my husband asked me, wow, we have 20 days. Is there any country that you want to visit, but too far away for you, too expensive for you, too risky for you, and no one want to bring you there? We can set it as our honeymoon. I will bring you there. So at that time, I already forgot about why I was attracted by this place, but I only pops out, I want to go to Iceland. Let's this Iceland. So Iceland became our destination of honeymoon without any doubt. But we started to plan for our trip. But the question is that, first, we haven't traveled abroad together, and we haven't planned a trip all by ourselves. There's a saying that, never go on self-planned trip for your honeymoon. Otherwise, your relationship will end in the airport. It's risky. Also, as you can see, January and February is not tourism friendly season. They are in severe winter, and they are not welcomed by the tourists. As you can see, it's very cold. The weather and the road condition are very unstable. And you can see the duration of the day, only 5 hours to 7 hours. And most of the people who visit the Iceland would like to make a circulation of the world, go around the island. So this is the only road we can go. But if the weather condition is so unstable and the duration of day is so short, our only target and the target of this trip is that we can only move forward. Otherwise, we cannot arrive at our accommodation before the sunset. So we go on our trip. In our trip, it's full of snow. Everything is in white. Sky, road, and scenery, all in white. We haven't seen snow in other countries. This is our first time, and the first time made us so impressive. Every time we finish a scenic spot, we look like this wall of snow, and we have a lot of chance to play with snow. I can do this. It's just like soft feather. I can also step into the snow, but it's very deep. Even go to my ankle or calf here, very deep. But when sometimes the road is totally frozen, like this, extremely sleepy. And every time we park the car, we need to departure, we need to clean for the car like this. It's really time consuming. I feel so lucky to live in Taiwan, but it's a new experience for us as well. And as you can see, when we drive, the visibility is like this. It's not the resolution of a picture. It's very clear, just like this. We cannot see the boundary clearly, and we cannot see the middle line. So when two cars cross together, it's really dangerous. We slow down to almost stop and just check it's okay, then we move. Very dangerous for 20 days. So tired. The most difficult road for cars is like this. The ice is underground and the snow is covered. So many accidents happen in these conditions. So we encountered 2 car accidents in front of us. One is covered by the snowfall. Another is falling down to the snow. But we get off, try to help them. Although we cannot help them effectively, but we still need to help because we need to pass the same road. We have no return. We can only move on. So it's a tough experiences for us. But back to the topic, did I see the glacier? Yes, this one. A huge piece of ice. I won't say it's a piece, it's a mountain, ice mountain. And I approach it, I step onto it, I climb into it.
Wow.
It's so beautiful. And I touch it. I cannot feel the chilliness of it because it's chill everywhere. And honestly, it's just like an art, a crystal. Yeah, beautiful. I touch it and touch it. And most importantly, I spend time staying there and feeling it. It's not only a feeling of the masterpiece of the God or the beauty of the nature, but for me, it's a feeling of dream come true. So back to my story. In the end of my story, have you ever find your must-visit place in your mind? You will find it one day. Once there is a trigger, you will find it to be your next destination. And believe in me, do take your courage to go on the trip. You will find the feeling of dreaming come true. It's really, really tasty. Timmy.